tell you about is sort of like Rome burning while Nero is fiddling. How do you like your weather lately? How do you like how it's being managed? But people are waking up. This may be the most significant DVD you've ever seen in your life. It's called Look Up, and it's about chemtrails. There is now an app that anyone can get, and that every time that you see a chemtrail, you activate that app, it goes right to your congressman. But we're going to do something a little different here. People are waking up. This 30-minute trailer that you're going to see here, this is actually, what is it, Jack, 49 minutes or 43 minutes?
Yeah, 43 minutes.
43 minutes. So it's still a little long to play the whole thing tonight. So I want you to have 30 minutes up. And tonight, I want you to go home and go to YouTube and go to Geoengineering and the Collapse of Earth 2014. How many of you know or saw when it was snowing when it was 52 degrees in Michigan? Any of you see that? Right? How many of you saw May 1st ice balls 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, destroying homes on Lake Michigan? How many of you saw that? How does that happen? Here's how it happens. They have heated up the waters, the oceans of the world to such an extent that they're expanding. There's only so much pressure that can be in a cubic yard of water. It's now releasing methane gas from the floors of lakes and the ocean. What is happening is so critical to this planet. The system is collapsing from this geoengineering. So Ed Griffin has put me in charge. Who is narrating this is William Baldwin, the Baldwin family. They are networking Hollywood. People are waking up. You want to talk about waking up? So I'm going to go visit in the next month all the useful idiots in the environmental movement, in the Sierra Club all around here, because we now have the evidence of what this geoengineering. And we got to stop calling them chemtrails and calling them geoengineering and all the names that they call us, because then we sound like conspiracy theorists if we go to chemtrails. They call it geoengineering. This has been going on 40 years. 40 years. And the Earth's ecosystem is collapsing. These people are so insane. Do you ever get the truth on the news channel? How many of you know who owns the Weather Channel? The Rothschilds own the Weather Channel. That's why you don't get the real news about the weather. That's why you didn't see in Joplin, Missouri, when that town was torn apart, tornadoes tilted at 45 degrees. Not like this, but like this. Because when you take a weapon like HAARP and you put it through the diameter, just like they did in that hurricane that ripped apart New Orleans, we now have the evidence. When you take a Category 1 hurricane that goes around the Florida Straits and you fire off HAARP and put 3 million watts of electricity through that, you make that thing spin out of control. It went from a grade 1 hurricane to a grade 5 hurricane in 1 hour. Nature can't do that. Nature can't do that. But we can with this technology. We now have the evidence. We are going to get the records of HAARP. We are going to find out how that weapon is being used. This is population control. But they have gone beyond the balance of nature. You need to understand that. Anybody can network that. Call every friend you say on YouTube and network that. And make a copy before they take it off. The person who is doing this, his name is Dane Whittington. I met him through, when I gave the lectures, why in the world are they spraying and what in the world are they spraying, the 2 G. Edward Griffin financed movies. Dane was the meteorologist that you saw in those movies, questioning them at these geoengineering conferences. He's a young man from Shasta, California. Okay? Dane is willing to come here. What I told him my job was, I've been talking and corresponding with William Baldwin. They want one place to notify the sheriff of a county. And what we're going to do is every time there's a chemtrail, you're going to pick up your phone and call the sheriff. After we get 20 to 30 people. Now I'm going to get 20 to 30 environmentalists. You know, their thinking is a little funny. I'd like to have 20 or 30 of you. That we're going to present the evidence of criminal activity. Because we've got it now. I want you to watch this, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Because we're going to go to the sheriff, and we want an investigation in this county. And then we're going to set a network that every time you walk outside and you see one of those geoengineering clouds, you're going to call the sheriff. And after they don't respond to us, and they've had thousands of calls, then we're going to pick at the sheriff's office. And we're going to pick it down there at Tampa Bay Times. How they don't tell the truth to the people. Because I will promise you that I will have hundreds of young people from the speaking that I'm going to do to the Sierra Club, because we now have the evidence. It'd be nice to have a few sane people that are like here to help direct these people who are, you know, a little fuzzy in their thinking. But they've been directed that way. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to listen to these terms, because there's more terms than geoengineering that they're using. We're going to use their terms, because they're stating NOAA, DARPA, government agencies that are beyond this, sanction it, and have programs, but they've gone too far. Your ecosystem is about to break, and we will all pay an incredible price unless we allow this system to self-regulate itself. And we've only got a few years to do it. When you start to understand, when massive cracks in the earth floor are opening up this kind of methane gas, it's enough to destroy every living thing on this planet. And the head Rothschild is fiddling while the earth is going up in flames. And it's up to sane people like you and I to rally the troops. And we can get enough people, young people. There are enough young. We can use the environmental movement to take these people down. They just need some sane people to direct these young people. And we got to become the directors. Okay, so let's have
choices. One question.
Well, we'll do the questions after the movie, because you're going to have more questions when you see this.
Which of the first one? This one here?
Yeah.
Top one.
Yeah.